This is okay, girl. Y'all ready? Let's get it together. This is our time. Yes! All right now. Yes!
The Love and Live Show, the truth, the real, to tell you how you feel.
All right.
The Love and Live Show, the truth, the real, to tell you how you feel.
Come to me for advice about your family and friends, to your husband and your wife. I can tell you about mine and what's been applied. So stay tuned and buckle in for the ride. My past experiences are for your ears to hear. I'll tell you tales from my past year. May do a review on some beauty products. You can catch me on the stream when the grease is popping.
The Love and Live Show, the truth, the real, to tell you how you feel.
Okay.
The Love and Live Show, the truth, the real, to tell you how
Here
you
we
feel.
go. When the road is bumpy and everything is shook, you gotta live and love and show it on the daily. You do your thing and I'll do mine. No judgment here, there's only love on my mind. It's not always right, some things are not easy. We can toss and turn until we make it easy. Keep a smile on your face and encourage one another. We only live one life, so we gotta love each other.
The Love and Live Show, the truth, the real, to tell you how you feel.
Oh yeah.
The Love and Live Show, the truth, the real, to tell you how you feel.
The lesson we learn won't stop or block us. We're all in the past, so let's get to walking. Live and love each day as you laugh. It's funny how time can flash. This is your life, so you better live it. If you really want something, work hard to get it. Join me on my journey and watch the show. We'll do it one more time, but by now you should know.
The Love and Live Show, the truth, the real, to tell you how you feel.
Yeah.
The Love and Live Show, the truth, the real, to tell you how you feel.
Okay, okay.
The Love and Live Show, the truth, the real, to tell you how you feel.
That's right, girl.
The Love and Live Show, the truth, the real, to tell you how you feel.
We out.
Yo, L&L. L&L. Woo, woo, woo. Love and Live Show. It's hot, 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 taste it hot. I'm ready. Love and Live. Let's go. Love and Live Show. Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting. Eli always cheating. Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and Live Empire bringing all the heat. Heat. It's time to turn up. You wanna taste that heat? Try to taste the heat. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Heat. Dynamite's the truth. Have you favorite nephew, Lenora? She know it's the truth. Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love and Live Show.
It's the Love and Live Show. It's the Love and Live Show.
Love and Live.
It's the Love and Live
We be laughing, having fun.
Get up, please stay. Love and live. Get up, please stay. Love and live.
Love and live each day as if it was your last.
The Love and Live Show. The Love and Live Show. Love and live. Love and live.
Yep. Visit Love and Live Shots.com.
Welcome in, everybody. You already know what's going on. Every Wednesday here on the Love and Live Show, what do?
Oh, we do relationship advice.
All right, and so this week is no different. We're doing relationship advice.
Yes.
Queen Lenore does got some stuff that she do want to say based on calling it relationship advice and all that, but right now it's relationship advice. Okay, this is might be the last relationship advice, but for now,
why are we doing quotation?
Because you know that's going to be over pretty soon, right?
Okay, but quotation like it's not going to be over.
No, because it might still be in essence what we're still doing.
I was going to be
but the
essence,
title is not going to be.
Yeah, but you don't have to do all of this.
That's what I was saying. But anyway, we're going to go ahead. This is a little bit weird.
It is.
You want to move a little bit?
I don't know what you want to do.
Ever so slightly.
We're just really trying to get this,
with different new setups.
We don't know what we're doing. We're just trying.
Yeah, we can move this.
Okay, so he's going to move some stuff.
Just ever so slightly.
Ever so slightly.
Maybe that is a little bit better because it's like more centered.
Okay.
But there we go.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, that's what's going on over here. So relationship advice, you already know every week we discuss and talk about different relationship topics. This week, it's gonna be the same thing, but yeah. How are you feeling today, Queen Lenore?
I'm feeling fine. Yeah, we're gonna do some new things. Like I want a different name besides relationship advice because really we just pick random questions and talk about it. So it's more of an opinion than advice. Nobody really asking questions. The only one that asks questions is usually Prince Daniel.
Yeah, we only have a couple of questions, and sometimes we take, of course, questions that we do get in real life and stuff like that. But in majority,
we're gonna change up the format a little bit. So I kind of want a different name besides relationship advice because I kind of really want 755 to do a song, our intro for our relationship
discussion, whatever it's gonna be.
So we want something that's gonna be jazzy, flashy, make a person want to come in and chit chat with us. Those are the kind of things that we're looking forward to. You know what I mean? So if you guys have a name. And I'll be asking that several times. If we have a name, what the name could be for relationship advice. But we're still going to pretty much do the same thing we're doing, but adding some other stuff to it, adding some jazziness to it.
Okay, adding some jazziness.
Jazziness. I'm just making up words as I go.
Well, that's just completely fine. We're going to go ahead and welcome some folks in because we got some people into the chat right here. Starting from the top, we got
Wipe Down TV. Get your shirt, get your Wipe Down shirt.
Oh, we got Wipe Down TV. It's Wipe Down.
Woo-woo, my brother's in the building. You better pipe down.
We got Wipe Down in the building.
Woo-woo.
All right, he said Love and Live Show. What's going on, Wipe Down?
Hey, Wipe Down, how are you?
We appreciate you being in
here.
All right, Wipe Down. He said he shared. We appreciate
you
sharing.
We appreciate you so much. Yeah.
And again, everybody, we're doing what is relationship advice currently at a later time. So this is going to be the new time here on out. Even after the name change, it's not going to be any different. It's going to start at this time that we are here in right now, this hour. So we got to welcome somebody in. We've got Sweetheart Rose.
Hey, Sweetheart Rose, how are you?
Is in the building.
How
welcome
you
in,
doing?
Sweetheart
How
Rose.
You doing?
Saying hi, Queen. Hi, nephew. How are you doing today?
We're doing good.
Ready to get into some relationship advice today. We got to welcome somebody in though.
Yeah.
We're opening a file. Okay, but this is not just kind of any kind of file.
Not any kind of file.
It's a little bit of a different file.
A different type
We've
of file.
got
the Bud Files.
Hey,
the Bud Files. How
folks
you doing?
from Bud Files are here to join us
how's
today.
everything going?
Saying hello, people. Hello to you.
How you doing?
Thank you for
ready?
joining us.
We're
appreciate
ready.
it. All right, so that's what's going on. We got Bud Files.
Okay.
And so, as per usual, Queen Lenore does not know the title nor the thumbnail.
No.
And so that's just kind of what we do over here. We just kind of surprise Queen Lenore with that. And even as the format change, it's going to be the similar thing where we're going to have something crazy that Queen Lenore might not necessarily know about. And she's going to have some other stuff too.
Exactly.
So.
But if you guys, again, have a name for relationship advice, please put it down so we can figure out what we're going to name this segment.
Exactly. We gotta work on what the naming convention is going to be. So
yeah.
Right now, that's kind of one of the things we got to work on is what exactly that name is going to be.
Yes.
But here we go. I'm going to pop this up for you folks so you can see. Let's see. Here we go. Get this right here. Oh, okay. I'm gonna just pop this up on the browser for y'all because it wants to act up. So, okay, here we go. So we're just gonna share this to y'all.
Y'all see, I don't know what's going on. I'm just sitting over here trying to look at the phone.
Exactly.
That's a hard task.
It is a hard task. It's a hard task, but we're gonna go ahead. There we go. Boom. Okay, so here you can see it right here. We'll zoom in for y'all.
Girlfriend gossiping about mom.
All right. So the girlfriend is gossiping about
the mom.
What's going on?
The dude's mom.
So he must be feeling some type of way because I mean it's relationship advice. So the girlfriend is gossiping about mom. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and welcome somebody in. We got royalty stepping on in. We have
Prince Daniel. Hey, Prince Daniel, how you doing today?
All right.
So just in case you don't know Prince Daniel, we're trying to think of a new name for relationship advice.
Absolutely.
So if you could come up with a name, that'd be great. We're just looking at several names that would fit our personality and actually fit what we do instead of calling it relationship advice. So, and then apparently we got this juicy conversation going. But until then, he has a question that we're going to go ahead and ask to see where we go from there.
Okay. So just like what Queen Lenore said, this title, everything is working in a transitional phase. So if you do have any recommendations, we're gonna go ahead and get into
it. I thought you were going to question. I didn't know you repeat what I said.
I was just piggybacking off of what you said. But anyway,
I'm just saying.
You know, with this discussion here, you know, a lot of people, they feel like they have to say something, right? They just have to say something. And so this is kind of one of those moments where this person is feeling like it's necessary for them to speak, you know, to be expressive in this area. So what we have right here is you got this guy's about 40 years old, and you know, he had a one-night stand recently. All right, he was fooling around, and he actually went to a party, and the person that he had that one-night stand with was there, but she was also there with her boyfriend. And so they were talking about how they've been together for years and all this different stuff. And so this guy wants to know, should he say something?
About what?
Should he say something about he cheated? She cheated on her boyfriend with him, and he didn't know anything about it. And then he ran into her at a party, and she's there with her boyfriend, and he wants to know, should he say something about it? He's not feeling good about it. He's like, oh man, you know, she had a relationship the whole time, da 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 da, and he wants to say something. He feels like it's on his heart to say something.
How he know she had a relationship the whole time?
Because he heard them talking, and they talking about they've been together for years and all this different stuff.
Okay.
So you know, he's kind of like being nosy around and listening in on different, you know, and how people are interacting around in the party. And so yeah, they've been together for a minute, but he had a one-night stand with her, and he was like, oh snap. And he wants to kind of say something to the boyfriend. What do you recommend for this guy here?
Well, apparently you like her, so you kind of want them to break up. Is the only reason why you want to say something. Because it shouldn't matter to you if you ain't got nothing invested. If she cheating on a man, what that got to do with you? It ain't your best friend, it ain't your brother, it ain't your family member, and he ain't nothing to you. So apparently for you to feel some kind of way, it's because you kind of want to be with her. And I'm going to just tell you, it ain't going to work out either way. So you can open your mouth and say something. If she ain't faithful to him, why do you think she's going to be faithful to you? Like, who is you to think you better for her to be faithful to?
Yeah.
Now, you can say, oh, no, I don't want nothing to do with her. I just want to say something. No, you can't hold water? Like, I don't understand the purpose of it. Like, I'm not about people cheating, but literally I think it's something crazy when you itching to tell somebody else's business ain't got nothing to do with you. She had sex with you. You didn't know that she had a man. Now you do. Now you know not if she come at you again, not to do it because she got a man.
Yeah.
But that's about it. But literally trying to say something, I think you just want to say something, and I think it's none of your business what they do in their relationship. Period. You don't know how it's gonna come out. Then it's gonna be a big drama. You and the dude gonna get in a fight. I mean, you don't know what
You don't know how it's
you don't know
going to
how you don't
transpire.
know if she knows what to say. When she saw you, she probably was already ready to say something. So you don't know how it could be. She can make it turn out to be like you took advantage of her. And then everybody gonna be looking at you funny. And then she got press charges, and then there's gonna be all this drama, all because you don't know how to keep your mouth closed. Like literally, you really don't want to step on a place that you can't handle. Like, and my thing is, and if you think they gonna break up for you to be in a relationship with, which could truly happen, just understand if she did it to him, you ain't no different. Exactly. She'll do it to you. And if you can't be in a relationship with trust, there ain't no reason to be in a relationship. Plain and simple. So, no, you shouldn't open your mouth. Keep your mouth closed. Keep it moving, and stop worrying about what she's doing in her life. Just don't mess with her no more.
Definitely. I feel like in this one, again, like what Queen Lenora said, with knowing like the cards, like you could say you want to express this or not hold it in or whatever it may be, but are you ready for what happens after? Because a lot of people, they might think, oh man, I just have to do it. I just have to do it. But it could blow up in your face. And again, you could be the one who ends up in a compromising position. And also, I think if you're going with this idea of you want the truth to come out or whatever, what's done in the dark definitely does come to light. You know, he probably already has an inkling, feeling, or it's going to come up sometime during their relationship. And if it doesn't, I mean, let them live their life. I feel like if you're doing this, you're kind of jumping in, and again, it does put your intentions into question, because if it was just a one and done kind of thing, then there shouldn't be any further emotion or anything that you're kind of trying to hold on to. And if it's like an ethical standpoint, then really, are you ready to put yourself in a position where you can be harmed over you trying to
and you
be
don't
a
know
superhero in the
somebody's
situation?
relationship. That's what I'm saying. Is I don't care. They could be together for a year, but they got this once every 6 months. They can go experience somebody else.
Mm-hmm. So
you don't know what the relationship. I mean, nowadays you can't say what it is anymore.
Yeah,
like literally, nowadays it's crazy. So my thing is, I'm really questioning why you want to say something, because I don't think it's an ethical point. I just want to know why you want to say something. Eli's being nice saying ethical. He just don't want to hurt your feelings. I don't mind hurting your feelings. I'm just saying it ain't nothing ethical. Like you trying to get somewhere and be either trying to be real messy, or you want to keep on sleeping with her, but don't want to feel guilty because she got a man. You probably wonder why she never called you because she got a man. I mean, there's all this kind of stuff that you probably was like, hey, wait a minute. But now you know, now, like, if I say something, I can, and they probably wouldn't. They'd be like, dang, you need to do better in your picking when you do yours every 6 month break. Or you every 3 month break, or you once a month break, because this partner don't know how to act.
Yeah.
He one of those ones that ain't going to let you go. You must have really put it down on him. You know what I mean? Like, really.
You don't know what situation.
You don't know what it is. Like, you could say I'm helpful and all that, and you could just be the tragedy that's coming through, and they probably got a plan to put you down. Like, literally, you don't know. Like, just stay out of it. It ain't your business to say anything. She get caught up, let her get caught up on her own. She don't need no help to get caught up. I'm gonna tell you, it's a 50-50 chance it ain't caught up.
And I mean, you don't know, and when you step into that situation, it could blow up. Prince Daniel said, "Okay, not the girlfriend gossiping about the mother. That title don't even sound right."
Ooh, but they be happy.
All right, and we got Prince Daniel over here. He said, "I don't have the slightest clue to even call the channel. I don't even know what a nickname for it is."
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm having the same problem, Prince. I'm trying to figure out what we should call this segment of our channel. Like, yes. It's a relationship.
Because we do discuss relationships, but again, I see what Queen Lenore is saying. It's not necessarily relationship advice.
Yeah.
Because we're giving opinion, and we are giving advice and all that, but it's not necessarily strictly that. It's more discussion and talking about the overall dynamics, all that different stuff, relating it to ourselves and all that. And we want to be like kind of expand the idea in general and do some other things with it too. So relationship advice kind of confines us a little bit with a new title. it'll all come around. But
yeah, it's a hard. If you can come up with a name, we have plenty of time to come up with a name.
Yeah, we can put some.
It don't have to be today, but I'm just trying to
y'all
figure
can
out.
vote on some names too. We can come.
We ain't even got no names to come to
That's
vote
what I'm saying.
for.
We could really brainstorm some names that cut however way we need to.
Okay, well,
we can take recommendations. We can try to figure it all out.
Yeah,
there's a lot of ways we can handle this situation, but the name is going to be changing. That's the bottom line. The name is going to be changing, and we would appreciate if you guys have any ideas to throw them in the chat. But we got this one right here. Okay. So I feel like this is definitely a more modern problem because I feel like your time you probably wouldn't have to worry about this. I mean, there's, I guess, some situations we can kind of correlate. But let's talk about it. So we have a young couple. They're like mid-20s kind of area. And so it's boyfriend and girlfriend. They've been together for a good little bit. But before they had got into a relationship, she was kind of in a rough patch, right? And so she would go online, you know, she would feel real comfortable. And somebody had leaked some of her material, all right? Some pictures, videos, all this different stuff. And it's just been leaked out. And I mean, it's not like in your face, but it's accessible and she has no means of being able to take it down. Okay. And so she's worried that this might come back around because, you know, when you have stuff with your face in it, it's kind of hard to say, oh, that's not, you know, if you just do your body or whatever it may be, you can kind of get away with some stuff. But there's discerning features that have been leaked. And so she's been like spiraling over this, haven't been able to sleep at night and all this because she wants to know, should she tell her boyfriend about this? She doesn't want her boyfriend to find out about it, but she wants to know, should she tell? How should she tell? Like,
how did the person get the pictures?
So she was apparently online, maybe messaging around or fooling around with people online, just like never seen them in person. Nobody even knows about this in her personal life, not even like her personal friends or anything. This is something she's been kind of knowing about herself. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, somebody that was previously around leaked her videos and all that. And I wouldn't necessarily say it's trying to like blackmail, but they are just putting it all out there. And so, you know, if the right person sees that again, they can send that to him, and then that can cause a whole thing.
And you can see her face?
Yeah, she has her discerning features are on there. So, you know what?
So her face ain't on there.
No, I think her face, whatever it is, it's the equivalent of face. It could be a tattoo, whatever it may be. It's something that is very unique to the situation. Okay. You can't escape that this is that person. And so this recently leaked.
The only thing you can't escape that is the person is if you got the face. Tattoos and all that, no, that's
well, if you got a certain feature, certain body shape, certain all these different stuff, I mean, it all lines up into this person. And so I think that whatever it is, it's got enough of a identifier for her to feel like.
So it must be her face.
Yeah, so she got to worry about it.
So her face is shown. Mm-hmm. Okay, but that's the only thing you can't hide is your face. Everything else is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Well, tell him. Who cares?
You just said straight up tell him.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't did it while you was with him and it came up to the path. Always the past is going to hunt you, especially when you sending videos and pictures. You know, that's why you don't send them. I don't even send them to my husband. Like, yeah. You don't get a crazy picture that you still ain't going to identify me. People going to be like, who Chris cheating on you with this picture? That's how discreet I'm going to be.
Yeah.
Because you never know what the situation was. When me and Chris got in a big old argument and he just wants to ruin me, you know. You got to think like that. Regardless if you be like, well, we're not going to ever split up. We're not going to ever. You got to understand, people, when they get mad at a breakup, it is what it is. So I don't even tell people to send pictures and videos across the internet with people because that's all it takes. It only takes one to mess you up. So literally, I'm gonna tell my boo, hey boo. So, you know, before I got with you, I was acting up. And now I saw it on such and such thing and it's out there. And you're gonna know it's me. You're gonna know it's me, but when you know it while we was together. Mm-hmm. But it is out there.
So you were saying take the stance.
Just be upfront. I was doing something. I did some stupid. The videos is out. Pictures is out. Nothing I can do about it. Now, if you don't want to be with me, you don't want to be with me. I think people are so scared of the breakup, or they're so scared of whatever the case may be. I'm one of those people. When you put my back up against the wall, I'm gonna tell. Like I'd rather tell on myself than it come out somewhere else. But that's just me. I'd rather be the person to tell on myself and deal with the consequences. You can be mad, we can argue, we can do all that, but I'm not the one that you're gonna be able to, blackmail or do. I'm not that girl. Like I'm gonna tell on me before. Oh, you want to tell? Oh, you want to blackmail me? Hold on. So let me tell you what I did. And the reason I know that is because when I was younger, me and my brother, he's my stepbrother, but he's really my brother to me. But I remember he came came to Portland to visit, and me and my cousin had took all these colorful condoms from grandma's house. And so we had never saw colorful condoms. You see the regular condoms, and those are boring, but these are all beautiful colors. You gotta, back in the day, because that's probably when colorful condoms just started coming out. So he was like trying to blackmail me when my cousin was in another state at the time. So it was just me, and he was trying to blackmail me. So I went in there and told Mom, okay, me and so we sell the condoms with grandma's house, and he tried to tell me that. So she said, well, throw them in the garbage. Took the bag of condoms, threw them in the garbage. Then I went back out and took the bag of condoms out and put it back in my drawer. But I knew then, like, I'm never gonna be a person that you can blackmail because I don't like to be up against the wall.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do what you asked me to do, so you're not gonna be able to bully me. You're not. There's just some things that you just can't be able to do. So I'm gonna tell myself. You don't care how much trouble I'm gonna get. I'm gonna tell on myself. That's what I do. I'm doing now. Like I don't be even. Nobody's even blackmailing me or holding me against the wall. Y'all know all my business without me saying anything. If it comes in this brain, it comes out this mouth. It is what it is. So that's just how it is. And I just feel like if you allow people to have that much control over you, you're gonna be miserable. Mm-hmm. So I'd rather be miserable for that second and tell my own self to do anything. So yeah, just tell your man this is what I did, and go about your business of what you did. Like,
how you feel about this situation though? Like, I feel like that is probably gonna be a modern struggle. Like people having that, due to the
that's her fault. Yeah. Like, I mean, you got to take ownership for what you do wrong. And what a lot of people want to do is focus on what somebody else is doing to them. Take ownership for what you did wrong. You sent people pictures of you and videos of you doing this stuff. So I don't know why you think that it was never going to ever come out. Like, why in your brain you decided to think this person I'm sending it to will never put this on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, This person won't do that. Why wouldn't it? Especially if they're trying to be Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Shorts, YouTube, Snapchat, all them famous. This is going to get their numbers up. So why wouldn't they? Yeah. So my thing is take ownership of what you do and call it a day. It's when you're trying to hide it, you give other people that much power. So literally, do what you got to do. I don't know what else to say.
Definitely. Okay. Queen don't look like she's tired of this topic.
Because it's to me, it's like a petty conversation. It's like I'm talking to little kids. This is something I expect to talk to grade school, middle school, high school, but even beginning college to do. And I just
and this is arguably beginning college. I mean, they're mid-20s.
Yeah, and my thing is, so I told you, like, there's really nothing else. It's really not a topic. I told you what you need to do. You choose what path you want to take. I want to be blackmailed. You take that path. I don't want to be blackmailed. Then you take this path. Let's be honest. If you're in a relationship and you want this relationship to grow, you cannot be honest and open and transparent with the person that you're with. Then why are you working so hard to be in this relationship? Because the number one key in this relationship, besides communication, would be trust. If you don't trust, why are you in a relationship?
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm saying. If I have to start sneaking around, or if I can't tell Chris the things that come out of this brain, out of his mouth, then why am I with him? Because that's part of my intimacy. That's part of me being close to you. So if I can't tell you anything, and I got to be quiet about a lot of stuff, then I don't trust you enough with my heart. I don't trust you enough to keep my heart safe. I don't trust you. So why am I with you? Mm-hmm. So if you can't speak to this person about any and everything, then why are you with the person?
Definitely. I gotta agree with that. We gotta welcome some folks in. All right, we gotta learn and live about life's lessons. We've got Lynn's Life's Lessons in the building.
How you
Lynn
doing?
gonna help you out over there. She says, hello, hosting everyone.
Lynn, I'm trying to find a new name for relationship advice, so I need you to get on it, Lynn. Okay.
Definitely. We got my mother in the building. We have Mother Earth Consultant. She said, hey, family.
Hey.
That's another person who's good with names.
Yeah.
So, Mother Earth, we do need a new name for
relationship advice. Exactly.
All right. She said, don't forget to hit that like button. Mm-hmm. And she said, remember when we put those condoms in our hair like TLC?
Yeah, man, those days. I used to take pictures.
What kind of stuff was y'all doing?
That was TLC. Ain't too proud of it.
And y'all put the
condoms in here. That's what I looked at. I had condoms in here.
I didn't
because you didn't know because you weren't born.
That was like
I just say you weren't born. So
that means I'm saying that was like the fashion.
Well, that's what she made it fashion. But the condoms in there.
Yeah, she put that on.
So basically, protect yourself. You don't want to get the diseases. Like nowadays, everybody wants diseases. Back then, we were scared of diseases. Mm-hmm. We was running from the diseases. Right now, y'all be hopping. Let me get disease. How many diseases can I get? Ooh, you got herpes. Hey, me too. Ooh, you got AIDS. Hey, me too. That's how y'all is nowadays. But back in my day, we ran from that stuff.
Oh, well, we got to welcome somebody in. We have to welcome in E-Money on the beat.
Woo, woo, woo.
He had to change his name up. You know who was on the beat. It's E-Money on the beat.
E-Money be on the beat for
all
real.
Right,
I wake up to E-Money on the beat. I'm like, yeah, okay, we got a new beat. Okay. So then I just started, getting dressed and ready with E-Money's beat. Then I got to go back and listen to it again because I forgot to leave a mark. The only time I don't forget to leave a mark is when I know I'm going to be the first one. I'm like, let me hurry and put something on there before somebody else get on there.
Well, we're going to go ahead and get into it. E-Money said, please don't forget to like, share, and connect with the Love and Live show if you haven't already. Yeah. We agree with that message. He said, hey, Queen. Hey. My name's Mother Earth. He said, I miss my family. I see y'all applying that pressure.
Yeah, we're trying to do new things.
Yes, so. E-Money. So, E-Money, again, we're trying to work on a new name for relationship advice. If you have any idea, then feel free to drop it in the chat. It's more so just relationship discussion topics, or not, just a discussion.
And then I'm going to need a beat to get the 755 and Shandy to do me an intro song for that new name that we don't have yet for it. But I want it to be like a smooth, kind of like. You know that Salt Pepper song, Sexy Noises? I want that type of beat. Sexy noises.
So you want a Salt and Pepper type beat?
On and on. Talk to me and you can't go wrong. I like the sound of your voice. That one, that kind of beat. I want. But I want the beat.
You got the lyrics.
I want the bass to come in there, boom, 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 boom. Then go into sexy noises. That type of beat. Because I want it to be a sexy song.
What's the beat though? You said what's the beat?
The whole key was I told you the name of the song. I told you who did it. You got to go listen. I'm not E-Money. I can't go boom, 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 boom. I can't do it. That's all I'm trying to say. So I'm saying it's Salt and Pepper, Sexy Noises is the type of beat I want. Or Red Light Special, TLC. I'm trying to think of another person music. But you know what I mean. I want that sexy. Sexy. Sexy.
Money say Eli looks so confused about them penis balloons. All right. Mother Earth said Rasta beat.
There you go, Rasta beat. I don't even know what beat that is.
I don't know. E-Money say he crying over here.
I'm just saying. I'm giving information and Eli want me to do some sound effects.
That was like
the bass part, the bass. The boom, 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 boom. Then you go into the sexy sound. So it got that sexy beat. Sexy song like what's Chris's favorite song? Freak Me Baby. Oh yeah. Freak Me Baby. Look you up and down. And you say stop. That type of beat. You know what I mean, E-Money. Don't listen to Eli.
Something that hits you like that.
Me right here.
So it's like maybe like a little bit slightly up tempo, but kind of like R&B vibe.
It's straight R&B vibe.
Okay, straight R&B.
Straight R&B
With
vibe.
the little,
but
with the little modern.
The reason I
beat.
want that little bass in there
Mhm.
is because who was it? Who was it? I don't know, somebody's channel. Who was it? I don't know, but they were saying something how that bass. Oh, it was Pastor God. They was talking about how that bass makes you know what the song is. So when they hear that boom, boom, boom bass, I want them to know that song that Shandy and 755 is going to be putting together. Everybody putting stuff together and they don't even know they're working yet. Like they got jobs. That's why we need a name for relationship advice, because they got jobs that we need to get these people up and running on. They got to get this together.
Money
and it can't be relationship advice. It got to be some relationship where it's just like,
And it don't have to have relationship or advice in it.
It don't. But it just, when you do it, you be like, I got some questions. What about this? And then you just want to put your hand up, or you want to get a glass of wine or some whiskey, some sparkling soda. You just want to be like, this is my chill song right here. That's what I want.
All right, so as you hear,
E-Money. So you know what kind of beat I need now.
They said not sexy noises. I had no idea Salt and Pepper sang that.
Yes, they did. That's our song. Yes.
E-Money said, "I got you, Queen."
That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. Thank you, E-Money, because Elijah will argue me and he don't know nothing.
Arguing. I was just asking more like, details.
But like, how many times you see me sitting up here going, I don't make beats.
No, it's just
I listen to beats, but I don't make them. So how many times do you see me do it?
It was just funny when you were doing the beat bars, and I was just like, more that I ain't gonna lie. But here we are now. I'm getting in trouble because I'm just trying to, have a little fun. But how you feel about this one? Okay. This is an interesting topic. Okay. So we got a boyfriend, girlfriend kind of vibe, right?
Yeah.
And so they over here just now kind of getting together, going out a little bit more. And the boyfriend, he asked her, could she wear certain things? He's like, he not necessarily a dress code, but he's kind of coming with a dress code. Saying it without saying it. Like, you would look real nice in this, that, and that, and that. And, he's even going as far as say he'll buy it and everything. But he wants her wearing these certain kind of clothes.
Is it going out clothes? Is it sexy clothes? Or nighttime?
It seemed like he got a whole wardrobe. Like, this is you 7 days a week, kind of.
Oh, she must not dress cute.
Changing her whole.
Maybe she dressing too hoish, or she ain't dressing hoish enough. She ain't. Maybe she don't know how to dress with her body. Because a lot of people think, oh, fat people can't wear this, or you're too skinny, don't look good. You got to know your body type to dress according to the body type you have. Mm. You know what I mean? Yeah. I can't wear the same thing as my daughter. We got two different body types. You know what I mean? So certain things she can look good in that, Queen's just not going to be kicking. And she might not know it. He's like, baby, I'm going to help you out because you kind of look a little rough.
And so do you feel like what's the way to go about that? Because it seemed like.
I think the way he just did it now was fine to me. Like, my thing is, you're going to hurt people's feelings because either they're too sensitive, they don't like nobody talking about them. Yeah. They're just sensitive. There's nothing you can do about it. But again, you got to be open and transparent in your relationship with whoever you with. So you might just need to let her know, baby, I just would like to buy you a whole wardrobe on things I think you'll look good because you my woman and I want everybody to look at you the way I look at you and you don't be.
Okay, let's take this a step in a different direction. All right. So you feel like that was the proper approach. What about somebody saying this? I don't want you wearing this kind of clothes. Not providing any alternative, not providing.
Well, I don't like that at all.
And somebody just straight said, I don't like you wearing.
I don't like if you're going to tell me what you don't like me to wear or what you want me to put on. Mm-hmm. I don't like the point that you're going to tell me something but don't give me something to go with it. Yeah. Because I might not have a vision. So you said, "Oh, I don't like you. Like, I don't like you in the dress I got on today." Yeah. So what would be nice on me then? Like, tell me something. Don't tell me what you don't like. Because so I threw this dress away, but now I'm wearing something else, and you'd be like, "Well, I don't like that either." Well, then you have to come up with something. Don't tell me. Don't give me a negative without
a positive to kind of balance it out.
Thank you.
we just going straight with this is terrible, but we ain't gonna come with a solution.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Like the other dude, he was like, "I'm gonna buy you a whole wardrobe."
Yeah.
Well, I
This
ain't
dude, you
complain.
just straight complaining.
I ain't complaining.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, shoot, I
feel
ain't gotta
like
go
that's another thing,
shopping.
too, yeah.
Woo woo. Queen is on the matter of fact. If y'all want to buy me some clothes, I'm not gonna complain.
Oh, okay. What
Okay.
about this stuff? Well, we're gonna welcome Edna in. Okay, we gotta welcome somebody in. Oh, I just said her name. We gotta welcome somebody in. We stepping into her world. We have
Edna's world.
Edna's
Hey,
world is in the
Edna, how
building.
you doing?
Welcome in, Edna. Nice to
How
see
you doing,
you.
Edna? How's everything going?
All right, Lynn saying she agrees.
Yeah.
And Imani said, he said, for those people who are just now joining the live, please feel free to like, share, and connect with the Love and Live show if you haven't already.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I
Make sure
agree
you
with
do
that
that.
message.
Make sure you do that. Imani Wipe Down was asking, what's good? He was seeing that he was in there. So we're going to go ahead and wander in this idea.
Oh, we're done with the other question.
Okay, no. We still on this. We still on this topic. So you're saying more people always want to come with the criticism, right? But what if it just genuinely didn't look good? And he just was like, that's just not looking good.
Okay, like when I saw you with those one pants,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, Eli, you can't.
Yeah.
But then I explained to you why you can't. Like,
okay.
Eli, this is not right, such and such.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't. It's not doing you what you think you're doing.
Yeah.
And I know you think you GQing over here, but and the longer I look at it, the worse it's getting.
Yeah.
Let's not wear those and say we did, and let it go. Like, just stop. If it's the last thing you do. And if you feel like wearing those, just don't wear them around me, because I cannot think when you have on these pants and it's just not becoming of you. Let the pants go. Eli, please. I don't ever want. And we walked, and you know how slow I walk, so we know the whole walk was about me talking about those pants. Then you understood.
Oh, man,
like,
that was a time.
Yeah, so you know, Lenore really meant it. And I don't know why people let you out like this, but that's a no-no. Like, that's a real no-no. You know, I feel like you just have to say that. Like, my one son came over here. I talked about him like a dog too. He said, you just roasted me. It wasn't roast. I feel like I'm going to tell you the truth because everybody else sitting up here ain't telling you nothing. But we're going to all talk about you like a dog when you leave. So why don't I just tell you? Why we got to talk about you like a dog? Why don't I just tell you and protect you right now?
So what you're necessarily saying is there's a way that you go about it that could be respectful. With your personality. Yeah. Well, again.
Because you can't do what I do, because you can do it my way and people take it offense.
Yeah,
but if I do it, they'd be like, that's just how Lenore is.
You have to say it in a way that's like you letting them know
that you love them.
And you telling them why. Giving them the reason as well. I feel like that kind of helps too. Like,
this outfit right here don't suit you. Stop it.
Yeah, or this could be nice, but you don't have the colors that's matching. Mm-hmm. You know, like, it's all about, I feel like, the approach. Don't just say, man, what are you doing? Like, don't come with like a negative or insulting just straight off the bat. You gotta, if you're gonna come with the insult, come with something to kind of ease it up and let them know what exactly is not working.
Unless it's your personality.
Yeah.
Well, and the reason I say that, because everybody has a way to talk to everybody. Just like I went and told my son about himself, nobody else could have came to him and said it the same way I said it, because I'm his mama and he knows how I talk. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when I was talking to him about those pants, I don't think he would have paid it any attention if the way I said it was cool, because that's just Auntie Nora. That's just how, and she ain't gonna never shut up. So let me just not ever wear these pants in front of her again. Have you ever worn those pants again?
No, I don't have those pants.
See, thank you, Jesus. See how God works.
I would wear them again just because I can. Just to hear you have to say something, and I'm like, oh, I'm wearing shorts underneath. Here we go. You know, maybe like a
because I would ruin those pants.
Oh, yeah,
and he knows that too.
Yeah, because
that's why he's saying he got shorts under, because I would ruin those pants. Like, I would bleach the mess out of those pants while it's on him. Him and the pants would be changing colors in front of us. It'd be like a whole scene.
Well, my wife has those pants and they're more suited towards my wife.
And I ain't even seen her wear them. So
no, they're just in the closet.
Exactly.
But Edna said, I'm glad she's just hopping in for a few seconds to show some love. All right.
Thank you. Yes. Edna does.
Oh, she said she's good. Okay, she's good.
Yeah. Edna does Wind Down Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So when you want to wind down, have a drink and a conversation, her and her besties be on there.
And her besties surely be on there. Her besties go deep with her. They
Well, I think that's their show. I think it's her and her besties show. Like that's their show. It's not just Edna's show. I think it's her and her besties show. Like Edna is hosting the party. Is at her house, but everybody's included.
Yeah.
The besties are included. So
Yes,
it is
exactly.
not.
It's not like, oh, Edna's just the main character. Everybody's the main character as they step in.
Yeah.
And you get to get a little bit of everybody's personality.
Yeah, because I think I almost got jumped on when I went in one time.
Do you think it's just strictly Edna's world?
Yes, I came in. I was like, hey, Edna's world and the people with you. And oh, no, these are besties. And I was like, oh, see, you can tell I was a newcomer. Even though it was like my third or fourth time being there, I didn't know it was their show. So tonight at Edna's World, I don't know what time her show come on, but I know it's the besties. So I'm just saying it's Wind Down Wednesday with the ladies. There you go. That's the best way to do it. Wind Down Wednesdays with the ladies. You don't get yelled at her channel. Because Lenora almost was like, who is this one? I'd be like, I did see them every time. I just didn't know. It's the Edna's World. I didn't know. But now I know it is Bestie's World. They are truly besties. They've probably been friends since they came out the womb. Like, hi, how you doing? High five. And they had decided.
We're having a funeral for Summer.
Oh, so we got to say, it's so hard to say goodbye to Summer.
Summer is gone.
The
season is changing. You know, it's really just one of those moments where we have to really give our condolences. You know, all of those sunny days, all those warm days.
It's gone.
We just have to take a moment of silence for Summer.
Yes.
Okay. So go check that out.
The funeral's today, y'all. Make sure you're there.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Try not to get too teary eyed.
It's sad. Yes. It's sad.
And to say yes, I'm mourning.
Oh yes.
It's a sad time.
Yeah, and it's been raining today, so I feel it.
But we're gonna go ahead and step into this next subject, and again, this is the gossiping girlfriend. The girlfriend is gossiping about this dude's mom.
Okay.
He's not having it. All right.
He ain't
he's not having it.
Oh.
So he's upset. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and wheel this whole situation.
I think it's about time.
Okay. So we have this boyfriend and girlfriend, and they have a really good relationship, right? Everything is going good. But recently he found out some information about his mom. And so, of course, you know, he's going to tell the people he can confide in, maybe some close friends, maybe a couple family members, cousins, whatever it may be, surrounding the situation. But he had found this situation about his mom. Now, what is this situation? Okay, what's the big deal? Well, his mom has recently been diagnosed with cancer, all right? And so, of course, that's something that's kind of stressful and everything like that. So he's, of course, expressing that to his loved ones, you know, his close people. So, but he went into a situation where he was pleasantly shocked, all right? He had found out that his girlfriend pretty much told her whole family, all her friends. And so it's like, just like a weird vibe. You know, he's kind of like, he feels kind of exposed, where that was more so something that was like personal, and he feel like that was something that should have been kept kind of under wraps. Like his mom hasn't really went public with everything or anything like that. So he was discussing it in a way that was like, I'm just trying to confide in you. I'm just talking to you about the situation. Not, I want you to go and tell everybody and, you know, sympathy kind of thing and all that. So that's the vibe that he felt. So he felt her going and telling her friends and her family that was gossiping. And so here we are where he's upset about this and he wants to know what he should do about his girlfriend gossiping about his mom. What would you recommend for him in this situation? We got somebody to welcome in. All right, she's in the place. She's saying hello. We're going to go ahead and welcome in Stace.
Hey, Stace. How you doing?
She's on the crafting kind of time. Welcome in, Stace.
Yes.
Nice to see you.
How you doing, Stace?
Prince Daniel, you did say rest in peace too soon.
Yes.
All right, so how are you feeling about this situation? All in all, the whole situation is that his mom has cancer, and he was just telling his girlfriend about it, just trying to kind of have that one-on-one kind of intimate moment of just confiding in her, letting her know where he's at mentally. And she went and told her family, her friends, and he felt like that was a little bit of an overstep. How do you feel?
You want my true, honest
I want
opinion?
your true and honest opinion.
It's your fault.
Okay.
I mean, I again, you gotta take some ownership for stuff you do. You know your girlfriend got a big mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't like this is her first time opening her mouth telling something.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you think she's gonna pick and choose when to open her mouth. Some people just like to let other people know that they know stuff.
Yeah.
That's just their makeup. I feel like I am somebody when I can tell somebody else's business. Mm-hmm. That's just what it is. That's just who you are. Then you got some people that just won't say nothing. Then you got people that's in the middle that's going, I'm gonna say certain things and then I'm not. That's just what it is. Like you just gotta. If you didn't take the time to know who the woman you in love with is, then that's on you.
What?
Because she just did her job, huh?
He was upset too because he even seen some instances. I heard them kind of telling people that she's not even that friendly with.
It doesn't matter. It's not like this is her first rodeo. Mm-hmm. You can't tell me you dated this woman this whole time and this is the first time she's telling somebody's business. You just can't tell me that and want me to believe this. You knew that's how she is. You know she big mouth. You can even tell her, don't tell nobody. That means she's going to whisper and tell somebody because she can't hold water. Like if you know that about her, that's on you to be mad. Once somebody shows me that they can't keep their mouth closed, best believe, I don't care how much you want to promise me you'll never say something. I don't care. I will never tell you anything that is private or personal because you can't hold water. You only need to show me once. It ain't even got to be about me. It could be about so-and-so and so-and-so. That's just how Queen is. Like, you could be my bestest, dearest. You tell any piece of my business to somebody else, best believe I will never tell you nothing else again. Best believe I'm not going to tell you nothing else. You don't need to know nothing. If I tell you something and you feel like a secret, best believe millions of other people already know it. You will not be the first and you definitely won't be the last to hear it come out of my mouth. That's just how I am. But for me to think you've been with this woman, you done slept with this woman, you ain't heard her gossiping, you ain't heard her telling other people's business, is really a shocker. I don't know why you thought you were off limits, like why you thought your mother was off limits to this gossiping woman. That's just what it. And I'm not even gonna call her a gossiping woman. I'm gonna call her a woman of the mouth. You know, there's a woman of the world. There's hoes. There's tram. She's the woman of the mouth. She goes if she knows it, it's coming out of her mouth. And you gotta understand, those type of people feel like there's somebody special to be able to tell somebody else's business. They feel like, yes, I'm the one to tell your business. That's just how they feel. And not that, yes, I've known to tell you business, but they feel like, yes, I got this information and you heard it from me because I knew first. Like, they feel special. They feel like they're the queen or something. Yeah, they feel like I'm the knowledgeable person. They tell everybody's business. And they don't think nothing of it. They're like, and if you mad about it, like really shocked, like, what? Mm-hmm. What? Did I really offend you? Like, what? That's just how they are. When I was into gossiping back in the day, and I'm telling you, Queen was into gossip, you literally had to tell me not to say nothing. Now, if you told me not to say nothing, it would never come out of my mouth. Like you can pry it open. You could kill me. You can put a gun to my head. I'm not telling you. Matter of fact, I'm not even act like I don't know. I really don't know. Like I'm gonna die with I really don't know. That's just how I was. But I did gossip. If you didn't tell me, keep this between me and you. No, it was coming out of this mouth to everybody's ear that I wanted to tell. Yeah. And be happy to tell. I just didn't care. Now I don't tell nothing. I don't even care. Even when I want to say something, I want to tell this so bad. I want to say it. I keep my mouth closed. Mm-hmm. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Like it's just what it is. But as a woman that used to tell everybody's business, it was just fun. Sometimes it's just fun.
It is entertaining.
But then sometimes people feel like
they've been compromised.
Not that they're compromised, but sometimes people feel like they're important if they know something that somebody else doesn't.
That's the angle you were saying. I was trying to. Yeah, well,
I knew
it gives you the sense of purpose.
Yeah.
I am somebody everybody can tell the personal information to, and so I'm giving you an exclusive tip. Just like how people feel like they leak different stuff, like people who are gossipers, professional gossipers. Oh, we had this new thing about this case. It's coming out, like they're the news person. This is the first thing you can see it here first. That's how people feel on a personal level.
Yeah.
People like, oh, I got this person's information.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you a little bit about it before he come out and tells everybody before this is.
Because I want you to know that I was worthy enough to
I know.
Yeah, I know.
Not everybody knows it, but guess what? Don't tell nobody. Yeah. So again, I feel like even with this situation, he's at a point where he's upset, and she feels like she's not. She feels like it's unjust. She feels like he doesn't have necessarily that
right to be upset.
That right to be upset like that, and he could be upset, but not to that degree.
I'm on her side.
Yeah, she feels like he's being unjust with his anger.
I'm on her side only because it's not like this is the first time you met her, and I don't know why you thought you were off limits to. Your mother was off limits. You ain't off limits, so your mother definitely ain't off limits. She ain't even off limits. Like, she probably telling all her business too. Like, you're just not off limits. So for you to go and tell her that and expect her not to say nothing, you the dummy.
And I mean,
you can still love her without telling her, I can't tell you this until afterwards because you like to tell everybody, so I'm not telling you. Oh, no. And you don't even have to tell her that. Just because your mother. And then she can go, well, why didn't you tell me? Oh, I just didn't think about it. I was just waiting to say it at this one moment where I just tell everybody at once. Like, literally, some people just can't get them out.
And again,
you couldn't hold water, so now you want her to hold water.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody has those people you could probably come to and say something like that. But again, even if you didn't have any outlet or whatever, this is something you probably would want to hold on to if you don't want everybody to know. But we have to get into the chat over here. Stacey said, in the Christian covenant, we say we do not needlessly expose each other's infirmities. Okay.
Those are the ones that can tell the most.
Oh, definitely. Mother Earth said, don't forget to hit the like button, y'all. And as everybody is coming in, we are looking for a new name for relationship advice.
Yes, we are. We need a new name.
And it doesn't have to have relationship or advice in it. Just come up with a nice creative name. We're going to go ahead and shop it around. We'll see how it works. And if you guys have just any ideas, we'd love your help with this whole process. Yeah. We got to welcome somebody in. We got Anthony on the move. Anthony on the move is in here.
Hey,
he's saying hello, team. It's been a while. Good to see you. Good to see you as well, Anthony. Nice having you in the building. Stacey said, I tell people, don't tell me. I'm a work in progress.
There you go.
And
that's how I was in the beginning. That's why I said in the beginning of my thing, I would set boundaries. Yeah. If you don't want somebody to know something, you have to tell me not to say nothing. Don't think because you told me not to say nothing on this conversation that leans over to the next conversation. Yeah. Every conversation you tell me, and you don't want me to repeat, you have to say, don't tell nobody.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like even with that being said, right, like, again, there is some people, like, growing up, I had a friend, right, and I would tell him certain stuff, and then all of a sudden, he would come back around and he, or joke about it or something like that. I'm like, okay, well, now I know where you are, but let's push on, move along. You kind of learn from those instances. And again, like Queen Lenore said, somebody can tell you otherwise, but if you've seen a nice, healthy pattern, you can even, kind of drip feed certain stuff. Maybe it's something that's not too big of a deal. You can go ahead and slip your mouth and let that one out. And if it comes back around, then you kind of know, all right, well, I can say this, I can say that, but anything on a personal level, I just can't confide unless I'm just comfortable with it being aired out. And then that's just kind of how you proceed. But, if you want to hold things near and dear to you like this, especially a situation like this, you probably do want to just keep this one to yourself or keep it within at least the family and the people that's not going to go and knock it on Front Street like that, So I think in this situation, I can understand being upset about it, but also you have to look at yourself and reflect on who you want to go tell. Like, that's where it comes down at the end of the day. It's like, you can be upset, but be upset at yourself first because you were the one who even brought the situation to be. So do that self-reflection. I think is real healthy in this situation. And again, with it being a heavy situation like that, it is going to probably be harder to see your flaw in the whole thing. But it is important that you do that self reflection and understand. All right, moving forward, this is where I have her now. It's not like you can't trust her or anything like that. It's just when you got something that's a hot topic like that, you just know how she's wired. It's just different. And it doesn't mean you guys have to have a terrible relationship or anything despite that. You can have a nice, healthy relationship. It's just knowing where she's at and how you guys need to work off of each other. But I think that kind of covers that whole topic and subject. I just think that, people do get upset in that situation. And, like,
because they don't want to take ownership.
But especially when it's a relationship. And again, it comes with that part. It's like, oh, I told you, but then, and so
I tell people all the time, like the moment you say something, I tell you. I'm straightforward. I will never tell you another secret a day in my life. That's just how it is. The once you mess up, that's all you get is that one. Because now I don't trust you. You can't hold water.
Yeah.
And some people are just not built to hold water. And you get mad at the person because they're not built to hold water. That's really on you. Like I hear something, I'm like this. Okay, it is what it is. Like I just don't tell people stuff. And then I crack up when people tell me, oh, yeah, this person says that. Well, the person got a big mouth. They tell everything. So why are you mad that you told them? Like, if you want to keep telling, I know you want to be able to tell your girlfriend everything. Because that's your girlfriend. That's who you're sleeping in the bed with. That's who you having sex with. You're having this conversation with. You want to be able to tell her everything. But if you don't want it to be repeated, she ain't the one you can tell.
Yeah.
And you can be honest with her. I'm not telling you nothing because you don't know the whole. You done told everybody, so I'm not gonna tell nobody. That was on me. I'm taking ownership. You told all my mom's business. The next time something happens, just understand you won't know. There's even this thing I tell people I won't even let my sister know if I'm dying. Like if I'm dying, I'm not telling her. Not because my sister got a big mouth, no, because my sister wants to dissect me, and then she's gonna make all these crazy jokes. And as I'm miserable on this thing, I don't want to hear her mouth. So I already told her. She knows. If Lenore's dying, I'm not gonna know until it's time to say goodbye. It's on the deathbed. We're gonna say goodbye to Lenore. That's just how it is because I don't want to hear your mouth. I know who my sister is. That's who it is. So we know people. It's just a choice of thinking you feel like you're the special person that this person is not going to tell his business.
Yeah, the exception.
Yeah, you feel like that, and that person is not built or wired like that. So you're getting mad at somebody who's not built or wired to keep their mouth shut.
I think the biggest thing is just learning experience. That's what it is. It's a learning experience. And of course, when it's something like this, I can understand being upset because you feel like this is such a personal matter, all right? But the biggest key thing is learn from it. I mean, I wouldn't say you taking this angle and being all upset is going to do anything. It's just, oh, now you know. And that's kind of how you want to move forward. Don't harbor this, don't resent this, or hold any kind of frustration, negative energy with it. Just more so understand what happened and what you got to do to move forward.
Yeah.
And again, being upset, you could be upset because you feel compromised, whatever it may be. But know at the end of the day, you're the one who put yourself in this position. And if she's had a pattern, if she's shown you have no reason not to.
Now, if you didn't know the pattern and you never saw the pattern,
that's different
then
topics.
this gave you the obligation to understand and know. Because when I first learned about Eli, I didn't know he had a mouth. Who knew? Eli don't talk. You can't get Eli to tell me a whole sentence. Eli, where you going? Somewhere. Places. Who knows Eli gonna talk? But my nephew talks. I learned. So we learned each other. And he knows Lenore's going to complain for 18 hours. So he knows. So when I complain for 18 hours, he can't be all in shock like, why are you complaining for 18 hours? Even if I go to 20, he can't complain. He's like, well, you building up stamina on 18. So you got to 20. Like, you don't know. I mean, it's the thing. Like, you got to know who you're dealing with. Like, I know who I'm dealing with. Like, you got to know. If you don't know, when that person does show you, then go from that. So say she never showed you until now. Now you know. She can't keep serious stuff to herself. So I'm not going to tell you. And you let her know and be honest with her. I'm not telling you nothing else because that you went too far with that conversation. So I'm not. But that doesn't make sense. Well, that's just what it is. That's how you made it. You made your bed, now you get to lie in it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what it is. But you got to know that about each person that you're dealing with. You know what I mean? This is it. Like I tell business that's among us to us. Like I don't really go outside us, but I tell business among us to us all the time. So, he might be like, I don't want to tell you because you might tell us. And I don't want us to know. So it's the same way. Y'all tell something we ain't supposed to. But you can see a pattern of how they're doing it or what they're doing.
All right.
So Anthony said, hello team, been a while. Good to see you. I know we've been missing you, Anthony, on the move.
Absolutely.
And Stacey said, I tell people, don't tell me. Oh, yeah, we saw that part.
We read both messages, but that's all good. Moving forward.
So, when Lenore gets happy to touch the button, she
was enjoying herself. And again, you know this, right? So, as you've seen right there with that, I knew Queen Lenore was going to do that, but I let her have her moment because I knew she wanted to click the button. And it felt good for her to click the button. And who am I to step on her toes?
Exactly. Let me click the button. That's all I say.
Everything can happen after. We can realize we did it already after. But right now, she's clicking the button.
And right now, he's throwing dabs at me, but I don't care. I'm letting him hit me because I wanted to touch the button. Like, literally, that's what I wanted to do. So I touched the button. But he's throwing them at me. All these jabs hit me. I got black eye, big lip, and a bloody nose right now. But I don't care because I got to touch the button.
But again, as jokes are jokes. But really, when you understand the dynamic that you have with somebody, again, it doesn't have to hinder a relationship just because you can't do certain things. Just knowing that and being aware of that and overcoming that in different ways.
Exactly.
Building it in other areas to where you do feel that comfort.
Exactly.
Anthony is laughing in the chat. But moving on with this next one, all right?
Okay.
This one is, I feel like you probably will have a good angle.
Okay.
All right? Because this is kind of a more mature relationship. So these people have been married for a good long time. They're in their 40s, and they got about 10 years of marriage on their belt here. So they're fairly comfortable with each other, but one thing that they kind of haven't stepped into is the bedroom exploration, all right? And they want to try something a little bit more taboo, all right? And the wife kind of has some things that she wants to put on the table, but she wants to know how to put them in a respectful way to really be like, not bringing it out of the blue because she hasn't voiced her feeling for all this time. So now it's going to come out of left field. And she doesn't want it to come like that, especially with, how some of those bedroom acts can get. It can be like, it can be kind of jarring. So she wants to know what's the proper way to come about this. We got 10 years of marriage. She wants to step into the taboo in their bedroom affairs. And she wants to know how she can do this in a healthy, positive way. What would you recommend for that?
Talk about it. Like, that's when, we always have where they always say we have pillow talk, bedroom talk, all those type of talks. And we talk about other people's business. We talk about all the stuff. But then we don't want to talk about stuff that is our need, our fantasies.
Yeah.
And even when I think about relationships, I think about, jars. I always come up with jars. You have jars on date night. Put all the date where you guys want to go on date night and do things, and you pull it out the jar. Yeah. You put jars in for vacations. So you put all your dreams in this vacation, and then whatever you pull, that's where you go for the vacation. So then it's whatever we pulled out. So nobody's in trouble for it because it's whatever we pull out.
Yeah.
I think fantasy should always be a jar. I think because sex seems so taboo. Sex seems like it's horrible, but you're in a relationship. You're married, and it's beautiful on the side of God for you to have sex. So I say put it in there and talk about fantasies. Like, when me and Chris first were married, I always ask them, what is your fantasy? Like, tell me your fantasy. I don't care how crazy it is. I'm not going to get mad. It might not happen. I'm not going to get mad. And I'm not going to just, burst your bubble right away. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to probably avoid it a little or whatever. But as the wild one, I did. We were on PAL. I can tell you exactly when I asked. But out of the relationship, I was a more crazier one when it came to that stuff. I wanted to try different things all over the board. Chris was more of the mellow yellow. He was so cool and breezy. He was just chilled, and I was the wild one.
Well,
and that's what I'm saying. Well,
I mean, this was funny. His face that he was making.
But the truth be told, I was a more wild one. He can tell you the truth if he wants to. But you got to talk about your fantasies. You got to talk. I mean, that again is your partner for life. You know, it might be something we work up to. Don't spring it on him to say tonight we're going to do pillow talk and we're going to talk about fantasy. So tomorrow, well, here's the whips and chains and bondages. No, you work up and like, what kind of stuff can we start with? Like, I found out when I was doing some reading, this and this and this and this and that, you know, and you talk about those. Well, how does those things work? I don't know. You want to look it up? You know, we can look it up together. Make it where it's a couple thing, like you're really trying to figure it out together. I think it's being very open-minded and willing to participate, you know, and some unique stuff. The only thing I say for me personally is I'm never going to be able to give advice about adding a third, a fourth, fifth body in there.
Yeah. Adding a whole another party.
I'm just not gonna do that. Yeah. But on everything else, I think you guys should be able to be wild and crazy and do all kinds of wild stuff. And I think the journey of doing it together and investigating, watching it, learning together will make it more intense and intensified and wild and crazy. And then you can then try it. But don't spring it on him on Tuesday thinking Wednesday you're gonna do it, or thinking next Tuesday you're going to do it. It's going to be a process because it's already been in your mind for a while. And now it needs to resonate in your partner's mind for a while. So that person can feel comfortable. So then it's not stiff or not going to be good because the person ain't really into it.
Yeah.
You want that person to be just as much into it as you are.
Exactly. That's the goal.
So I think that's the best way to bring up the conversation on things that you want to try. But you should always, with your partner, talk about fantasies. It should almost come up at least once a year about fantasies because you never know. You could be reading books and be like, "What? I didn't know about that in a book." Or you
can learn different.
Are you talking to your girlfriends? Because girlfriends are really explicit. I don't know about males, but I know girls are very explicit. Girl, my man did such and such and such. Because my friends were telling me something. Now I've been married forever to them, and they were telling me stuff. I was like, "What? Shoot, Chris, I want to try the such and such and such and such." Well, I wasn't on the phone with them. I just said, "Hey, babe, I want to try such and such." They said it's really intimate. I just want to try it. I didn't even know if it was intimate. Now I tried it. It ain't really intimate, but it really did. It was a lot easier on my behalf, so I like it. But I was like, you know, you learn stuff when you chit chatting and talking. So you might be one that you bring it up to your man or your woman and chit chat. Like, yeah, I was hearing about so and so. So I ain't never heard about that because you know there's so many new things that happen all the time. So you know, get the information and bring it back. Even if you don't ever want to try, you just talk about it. You know, so and so talking about they did such and such. I don't even know how that is. We should look it up and see how that is. Yeah, look it up. Oh wow. Well, I ain't doing all that. You know,
it's just a healthy discourse to it.
Yeah, don't make sex like it's a what did you call
it? What? Taboo.
Taboo.
Yeah.
Sex should not be taboo, especially when you're married. It should not be taboo. Sex should be free feeling. I'm trying to do everything. That's how sex should be. Like, it should not be a taboo in your relationship at all. Like, it shouldn't. The kids should even know, oh, mom and dad went in the room. We should go outside and play. This is the time to go outside and play. Yes, it is the time to go outside and play. It should be like, it should not be one of those things where it's like, oh my God, I can't talk about it. Oh, it's a no. It should never be a no. It should be free. You should feel way free in talking about sex with your partner.
I had to agree with that. We got to welcome somebody in. Mind, body, and soul. We got to get well with Wellness with Frugal Mama. Frugal Mama says hello.
Hey, sis.
All right.
How
Frugal
you
Mama,
doing?
you already know we're going to be doing our live over here. Me and Quinn Lenora. We're going to be playing the exercise game today. And so that's going to be going on today.
I did my step aerobics with you this morning. I'm not. I'm
So
just not. I'm trying to be honest because Eli is not getting it in his head. And you know how I said where we talking about sex, where you just don't spring it on somebody and think that next moment they're gonna do it. Give that person time to get that in their system. He did. He just spring it on, and now we're supposed to do it. So he'll be doing it by himself, and you guys will be watching him do it by himself. We all be watching
okay,
together.
okay. So as we hear relationship advice, we can talk this situation.
Oh, let's talk it out.
So would you like to postpone it until next week?
I like to postpone until I know I'm ready and comfortable to do this.
Okay.
And build up some stamina so I'm not just doing 1 minute. Because literally, y'all, I do one thing on the program and then I sit here and watch Avi and Elijah work out. Avi's not going to work out on live with y'all. So we're just going to be watching Elijah. Now, that's what we're here. That's why I keep calling it the Elijah workout. Because I'm going to watch him and then I'm going to cheer him on as he does his thing. Because that's what I do. I'll be like, go, Elijah, go. I do one activity on this weekend, and it's my arm. And once I do like 2 or 3 of those arm things, I'm done for the rest of the night. Like 2 or 3 days later, it's just I'm done.
So you want to kind of build up?
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to be looking like a fool on this channel with y'all.
Okay.
Just because he sprung it up, so I don't mind being there, and I will participate on one activity, but it will be the Elijah workout channel. It is not Eli and Queen workout and then Queen workout. Because Queen only do it once.
Push that back.
So I'm just being honest what it is. And I, for some reason, he don't want to do the show. I'm not ready to do the show. Like y'all could be like, we give you is one time looking at me do something once or twice, and then we gonna all sit up here and watch Eli. And then I'm gonna say, ooh, Eli, do this other one because I like when you do this one. Ooh, Eli, because that's what I do. When my mom came over, that's what I did. My mom did more work on the workout than I did. I'm being honest and blunt. When Spruga was doing her step up and I was watching her do the step, I was like, go girl, step it up. I got tired even when she was turning around. I was like, this, I can do that about 2 or 3 times and I'm done. Yep. And then when she was talking about backstabbers, I was singing the whole song every time she was talking about it. Backstabbers, you. That's what I do when I say I'm working out with me and my mouth is working out. I'm singing the song or I'm amening what she's talking about when she's doing a workout. That's what I'm like. Sometimes you might get me to go like this or I'll do this. But when she was doing the step aerobics, well, I was in the car, so, and I had just got acupuncture, so I was just like, hey, this is kind of boring. I don't want to do this anymore. And I wasn't doing it. So just imagine, I'm just being honest. Eli coming up with this workout, and he thinking he going to bully me into doing it.
I'm not trying to bully you.
Yes, you were, because I've been saying this since Monday. I've been saying this since Monday. And then when he was doing the thumbnail, you saw me. Why? Because it was not about me. It's about Elijah. She just came in the room. She'll tell you. All I do is a one little exercise, maybe 2 or 3 times at the most 3. And then I cheer her on and Elijah on. And Avi's right here. She ain't going to do it on live either. So it'll be Elijah. We're watching. And that's what it is. And for some reason, Elijah thinks he's going to bully me into doing it. And it's not going to work. Y'all going to see me sitting, looking cute. So I'm going to go, Elijah. Okay, now show him this other one. And that's what I'm going to do. That's being honest.
So we might have to push that back until Queen Laura is more comfortable with the segment. So that's what we'll do here as in relationship advice. As much as Queen Laura was resisting and was telling me this stuff, I was like, oh, okay. When we get in there, maybe she'll be more comfortable. But it's clear she's not going to be comfortable. I thought she was joking when she said she's just going to do one. She was not joking. So we're going to go ahead and push that back till we get more comfortable. And I think leading up.
But Elijah could do it, and I will be there to cheer him on.
I can do it, but I don't.
And I will record him. I will move around and record him. I will support him. Like, I don't want y'all to think, oh, no, I want Elijah to do it. I just want Elijah to stop acting like it's going to be me. When he knows, even when we're doing it now, he does more workout on there. He'd be the one sweating and everything, and I'll be cheering him on. I'm a great cheerleader. I cheer wellness on all the time, but today I did get tired of wellness. I was like, if she do one more step going in the circle, like, why are we doing that? I'm not a fan of the step aerobics. I don't know what that was. I don't know. That would be crazy. But when we talking about backstabbers, I was like, girl, yeah, and keep the business to yourself. Some stuff people can do, and I agree with you on it. Like some people can do what they want to do. You know, I can give you an idea. If you want to take my idea, take it because the way I'm gonna do it is still gonna be different from you. I don't care about you taking it, but if I don't want you to touch it, guess what? I'm not gonna tell you what it is. It is what it is. I agree, but you know, I wasn't with the step, and I'm just saying, you know, that one I kind of got a little bored with. But Eli, I don't know what he was doing. But like I'm there cheering.
I thought it was gonna be able to work.
But you can't. And I'll still do my 1 minute. I just want you to get it in your head. I'm doing my one thing that I do only, and the rest is cheering you on. That's all I want you to get in your head.
Okay, well, we might have to work. We have to work. Okay.
I just didn't want him to do it and be like, really, auntie, you're not going to do it? No, I'm not. But I said it's Monday. I'm not doing it. Like, I got your back, but I'm just not doing it. That's all.
We got to welcome somebody in, though. All right. We got
Swag Queen Aaliyah.
All right. She said, hey, auntie.
Okay, that's my goddaughter. I was like, what? That's my god baby right there. I was like, I can't see a picture. I just see the thumbs up. This is my god baby right here. This is my little baby girl. She gonna be a star. I don't know what she gonna do in her life, because she gonna do something. She gonna be a star. I already see it, and I'm speaking that in existence. My baby girl right here. That's my little. I think it's my youngest goddaughter. Yeah, it's my youngest. I guess I only got 3 goddaughters. Okay, so.
Yeah, that's definitely your youngest. I was like, why are you thinking about it?
Because I didn't know if I had any other ones besides her, and I was like, no, I don't. I'm godchildren. Woo!
Mother Earth said, don't forget to hit the like button. Our Mother Earth said she already rapping.
I heard rap. Yeah. My baby gonna be doing. She be dancing, rapping. So yeah, I don't know what her name is on the tape, because on YouTube I see it's Swag Queen Aaliyah. So I don't know what her name is on Instagram. But we gonna get it, and then y'all gotta go to a channel and support my baby girl.
All right. Well, Mr. Frugal Mama said, people want to see people like them go through their journey. Whenever it happens, it will be a blessing. He wouldn't be a nephew son if he didn't push the envelope to speak, so to speak.
You know what, Wellness? I'm just gonna tell you something right here, Wellness. I mean, we supposed to be sisters here, but I'm tired of y'all favoring your favorite nephew. Okay, let's just have this conversation. Elijah bullies me. Okay. Y'all can make it jazz it up any way you want. This young man be bullying me. He think he run me. And I keep telling him the only way he could try to think he run is Aubrey, but he owes me a dowry. And until he gets a dowry, he don't get to fully own Aubrey. I don't care what the wedding said, because he's going to jail for not paying the dowry. That's what he's going to do. But I'm just tired of y'all just up there. Eli is a bullier. And y'all don't want to accept it because he's y'all's favorite nephew. But he's a bullier. He thinks he run me. He doesn't. He don't even have a close clip of running me. So I'm just letting y'all know he thought he was gonna bully me into doing it. And in actuality, what he was trying to do, let me just be truthful, what he was trying to do. So we're gonna sit down. This is relationship advice. Okay. This is me and Wellness had to have a little discussion right here. Mm-hmm. This is what he was doing. Because he's a horrible physical trainer. Yeah. He was trying to figure out how he can get motivated to stay on key. So let's do it on live, because then he can't back out on being the physical trainer, because he don't know how to be an off-camera physical trainer and be the G that he's supposed to be. So he wanted to be on camera to hold himself accountable, to push me to look like a fool on camera. There it is.
I'm going to agree with half of what you said there. I did say that just so we could have a layer of accountability. I even said that when we first did an On Monday family meeting, it would be a good way to stick to this whole schedule and regimen. So I'm not even going to disagree with that at all. Uh-huh. But I'm not trying to have you look like no fool. That's not what I was trying to do. I'm not trying to have you look like no fool on the thing. So I understand that you're not comfortable with doing that at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and wait till you get comfortable. And we got this whole October coming up where we're going to be trying to get into that groove anyway. So leading up to the 20th. So hopefully sometime before the 20th, we get into it. You said what? Mm-hmm. What did you say?
What?
What you say?
I said you're trying to make me look like a fool. That's what I said. What Wellness say?
Okay, Wellness Frugal Mama said, Oh, we know ain't gonna. Oh, we know ain't nobody gonna make you do nothing.
That's right. That's right.
Right. And one that said, "Oh, you sound like me. Lies help hold me accountable."
Mm-hmm.
All right, swag Queen Aaliyah said, "Lie, Jakai said hi. Hey, tell Jakai I said what's up."
Tell Jakai he better be saying hi to his godmom over here. That's where he need to be.
I ain't
Yeah,
seen
you
Jakai
liar.
in a long time.
What kind of relationship is this? Like, how you just gonna skip over Auntie Nora to go to Elias? Skip Elias. You don't even halfway like Elias.
But
We
yeah,
gonna have
no,
a
I ain't even
conversation.
gonna lie though. That was definitely what I was trying to do. I was trying to have us do it live that way. It's more like, all right, we got it in the schedule. We're gonna do this at least weekly, because us doing it it was definitely not working. So at least I even said it on the live on Monday that if people could say, "Oh, y'all ain't been doing the fitness live," then there's gonna be like, all right, an extra layer of accountability.
Okay.
And so yes, I'm not hiding nothing with that. That's full transparency. I definitely was trying to do that because every day we were supposed to be having certain things, even with the physical trainer. And I was haven't been keeping up with that. So I was like, all right.
And I've been tattling every time. I'm a teller.
And so I was like, at least with this, then we can get into that
regimen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so then it will go in regardless. But we got to welcome somebody in. We've got
Priceless Princess.
Priceless Princess, and you're saying, hi, what you doing?
I'm doing fine.
You're squinting extra.
These little round buttons don't tell me who nobody is. So I'm really trying to see. But anyway.
Welcome in, Priceless Princess.
Yeah. So my thing is, we gonna figure all that out. But if you are not new, if you just came in.
Yeah, just coming in.
Well, I guess maybe you got some new people, but I need a name for relationship advice because I want to change it up a little.
Yeah, and if you guys don't have it immediately, you guys can also reach out to us on Instagram at _live_show on Instagram. Drop it even on the comment of this as it turns into a video. You don't have to just do it right now as everybody can still be thinking or worried about talking.
Because y'all don't want me to come up with a name because I will jack a name up and I'll be happy too. I'll call it something like Seductive Moments.
Okay, what are we talking about? Yeah, and I feel like that one might be a little bit laid on too harsh.
See?
So, but
that's why we need your help.
Yeah, exactly.
We need your help.
We want to like still like inviting the people without.
I was inviting.
Okay, that is not okay. What I'm saying is that's more like a late night. We just strictly only talking about that. We want it to be like an overall.
It is overall. Topic. Every topic.
It's seductive. Every topic has to be seductive.
Every topic.
Because if you're talking about,
but why does it have to go over there? That's just a name.
I'm having an argument with my sibling. It's not seductive.
Moments. This is why. You know why? Because when you're arguing, what should you do afterwards?
No.
Be seductive.
No.
See, and this is why we
I said fab collab.
Nah. I don't even know what fab collab is.
It has to be more where it's like relationship without saying relationship. Or kind of like a discussion, or it could be even something simple like the talk, but not like that. We want it like more encompassing. But Priceless Princess says, I'm good doing an essay for my class for college and then to do a YouTube video. All right.
Okay, cool, good.
Priceless Princess said, put Mother Like Son. That's a good name.
No.
Yeah,
because he's not my child, and I don't have my dowry for him marrying my child, and we still on that incest, so we gotta let that
go. Mother Earth says, smooth mood.
Smooth mood.
We're gonna keep these recommendations going.
I might put that one on the list.
If you got more, just keep dropping them.
I'm trying to get it because I see what you're doing. She's putting a seductive in there to shut you up, and then Yeah.
Well, the seductive is more so for you.
No, shut you up because you don't like the name seductive.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you act like sex is a taboo name again.
It's not even doing that. It's just you talking about a seductive moment. If you're arguing with anybody, that's not seductive anymore. I mean, unless
it's an argument.
Other. Exactly.
It's in a relationship. Ain't not a normal.
What is seductive about that, though? Is what I'm saying.
What you mean?
What is seductive about?
It doesn't have to be seductive at that moment at the arguments.
But what you're saying is,
But you want to keep that in the relationship advice. How many advices have we been given? It doesn't go with it.
Exactly. That's why we're trying to change the name to something more fitting.
And I want something more inviting. Relationship advice is not inviting to me.
And I feel like seductive is a little bit harsher in terms of encompassing everything.
I know,
that we're doing.
because I know you are prude. We got it.
It's not necessarily about
But
prude.
you
It's just
are.
that, like,
It's okay.
all right, you will have a general discussion. It might not necessarily.
But I was just throwing out a
that.
name that wasn't even a real name. But why are we arguing like it was a real name?
Mother Earth said, "Chat about all that."
But
okay, well, anyway,
I would like that if that was in a different term.
Yeah, like a good general one.
Yeah, I would like chat all about that. I would if it was something else, yeah. But I do want it to be where it is, I don't know.
All right, well, we got this relationship right here. We're going to go ahead and talk about this, okay?
Okay.
So you have a boyfriend and girlfriend. They recently been living together, all right? So they've been together for like 5-6 months, right? And they're like, oh, we want to get closer, I guess. So they're now moving in together. Queen Nora's got her intentions about that, but we're going to go ahead and move on. So as they are getting kind of acclimated into this day-to-day process, right? Driving. She got to go to work. He got to go to work. Driving is something that's been coming up. Well, she's somebody who's very expressive, all right? And actually very expressive when the emotions hit. It's a whole thing, you know, like we're talking about extremes of crying to sadness to happiness, joy, whatever, right? So he was saying, I can't drive when I'm emotional. And she's having an issue with that. She's like, all right, you trying to make an excuse right here. And he's like, no, it's not even that. I just can't drive when you're emotional. How do you feel about this topic right here with the eye roll?
I think we're just making a conversation.
No, that's what the question is.
I just think it's a made up conversation because I don't get it. You know what? If we're going to be
petty with this conversation.
It is. It's like a petty conversation. I don't know how you guys want me to answer this. Maybe you guys can come up with an answer because this one is like it makes Queen be mean, and Queen don't need to be mean. Breathe. I think you're trying to control her without trying to act like you're controlling her. You're trying to tell her to stop being emotional.
Yeah.
And so you're trying to control the situation. And if that's how she is, if she's an emotional trait, let her be emotional because that's how she's letting all her feelings out, her emotions out. She lets it out so it's not bottled up. And you're probably one of those people like Eli who likes to bottle stuff up instead of letting it be out free. And you need to, and I'm going, it's weird because I've never had the woman's side as much as I've had it today. But I'm having these women's side way more than normal. Let her be free. Let her be able to do what she needs to do. Stop trying to control the situation. It's not going to make her do it. And if she does start suppressing it, then when she does blow up, it's going to be very, very you can't even imagine how bad it's going to be if she holds it in and then blows up. Mm-hmm. So you should be lucky that she's letting it all out when she's letting it out. So then it's never nothing extreme. You're already used to her being out there like that. So it's not going to hurt the situation. I guess is the best way for me to say it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we want to control people because we want people to act the way we act. People are not going to act the way you act. And you didn't date yourself. You're dating somebody else. So let that person be their self, be free. If you don't like somebody being free, why the heck are you moving in with her?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even make sense. Why are we moving in together if she can't be free? It's okay for you to be free, but it's not okay for her to be free. I feel like that's a problem.
That's unfair. Well, I think even in that same token, whatever it may be, you know the fact that she is this way. So to me, that just seems like you're not weaponizing it. And again, hindering expression, all that. Then when it comes to a close and she can't communicate or can't do whatever, then you're gonna be sitting here like, what happened? What I lost this. Da, 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 da. But in reality, you're doing everything to work in the opposite direction with it. And so, yeah, I think, again, it is very petty. And I feel like you're trying to now manipulate a situation, too. I mean, I think it's that kind of control.
Yeah.
Again, that kind of want to dominate that area. Like when you're in the car, you have to act this way. Where
Yeah.
you can't really dictate what a grown person is going to do.
Yeah.
Even children to an extent, if they ain't your child, you can only do so much with the whole thing. Like you could tell them to get out the car at that point, but it's hard to fully control somebody and say you're gonna listen and listen to a T. So what you're trying to do is hinder something that's a part of her. Like that's her characteristics. She's not doing anything outside of the normal. I can see, maybe you have some kind of case where you're saying, all right, maybe you're doing something that's kind of distracting me from being able to drive or whatever it may be. But when you just straight up is saying in this way, and this is how she's taking it, and maybe you could have some kind of case, but you need to do a better job of explaining because right now she's taking it as she can't express herself. She can't be herself when you're driving the car.
Yeah.
And you don't want any moment where your partner can't be themselves, no matter what the situation is. Now, of course, there's a time and place for everything, and you can have that, but that still is a moment where it's just you and her, y'all in the car, y'all driving to work, whatever it may be. That's an environment where you would want to be fully comfortable.
Yeah. Just
like when you're in the room or in the bed, whatever it may be. So I think that's something that you definitely want to talk about. And on the guys' end, you want to be able to express them. Even on the girls' end, let them know you're not feeling that.
Exactly. I'm agree with Eli.
But yeah, so Mother Earth said, "Discuss about us." Is one of her names that she wanted to put in. Priceless Princess said, "I know when I'm with my girlfriend, I've been with her for 2 years. I do something. I tell my mom my problems about her, and I just be giving advice to that person to what to do."
Read that again.
All right. I know I'm with my girlfriend. I've been with her for 2 years. I do the same thing. I tell my mom my problem about her, and it just be, and it's just about giving advice to that person of what to do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. One thing is, be careful when you tell your mom something. As I'm a mother, we tend to take the side of our child. Now, if you have a mom like mine who just tells you you're wrong, and even when you right, she be like, you need to change, and that's good. But if you got a mom that's tending to take sides, don't, because your mama end up not liking your girlfriend, and then it's going to be really uncomfortable. So I always like to tell people that, but I agree on that. Give the advice that the person is asking it. That's why my advice, it's hard for me just to give my advice to one person because I'm always thinking on both sides because we have the women's side and the man's side, and because women and men do not think the same, I always like to give both sides of the directions of the conversation because it's always two different point of views of the conversation, and it just turns out to be probably more like 18 versions of a conversation because you get madder and madder, and every time you get madder and madder, the conversations change. So you kind of want to put out the fire in the beginning, so it doesn't. So I try to get both in, but yeah, just try to give the conversation to the person that you're talking to. If it was a one-on-one, yes, but it's not. Usually these questions are already given, and they're getting opinions from a whole bunch of different people, and so we're just taking it, giving our point of view.
Yeah, our 2 cents about the situation, but that's how I kind of feel about that.
2 cents. I get 99 cents.
Okay, well, you give $1. All right, you don't watch that at 99.
Because it was at a cent point. That's why. It was at a cent point.
So this one right here is an interesting discussion, right? Because on this end, we have Queen Lenore. You definitely not feeling premature, just stepping in. We're gonna move with each other and everything like that. But what about this tie? This situation. We have a boyfriend and girlfriend. They've been really trying to really get into their relationship, and one thing that they don't want to do is to live with each other until after marriage, or for them right now, it's a certain level. They want to be at a certain level. They feel like where they strictly are dedicated to each other. They got their own idea of what it is, but pretty much at that point where it's about marriage for them. So they have that goal, but they've been working and everything's been going good and everything's been fine with that. But the girlfriend, right? she was having some issues. All right, for the housing situation, rent has been up. You know how the economy is, and she had to get a roommate. And the roommate is a male roommate, so she had to move in with a male roommate. And the boyfriend is feeling some type of way about this. How do you feel about the situation?
I guess I understand the boyfriend's point of view. Like, you know, if you get a male roommate, we might as well live together. But I understand the woman's point of view because that's the one I stand on. Just because we're in a relationship doesn't mean we're gonna live together. Because I feel like if we live together, when the process of us becoming one is not there. We're not gonna get married. It's gonna take longer for us to get married. We're gonna make all these different excuses on why or when we should get married. And I ain't got time for that. So we best not live together. But I need a roommate because I need help paying the bill. Now, if you don't want Joe as my roommate living here, are you gonna pay the other portion of the bill without living here? So you're gonna pay your rent over there and pay your portion over here because that's really where you got the obligation is because we're not doing the living situation. So I understand both parties of the conversation.
Yeah.
But at this time, she's trying to pay her bills.
Would you say this is a tough situation?
No, she's trying to pay her bills, and she needs help paying her bills. And I'm not going to lower my standards, because it makes you uncomfortable. I'm just not gonna do that. Like I need a roommate, and there was no females that was coming up, or they were females, but they weren't seeming like they were going to be paying their bills. So I chose Joe, and Joe is moving in, and that's just what it is. And my thing is, at this time, this is where trust comes in. Do you trust her enough to be with you? If you feel like she's gonna be with somebody else, then you should not be with her. Like literally, this is where trust comes in.
Yeah.
You know, because just because they're roommates don't mean they're gonna be sitting up chit chatting, talking, and you can still come over and kick it and all that other stuff. You can make your presence known, but she needs help with her rent.
Yeah, I could definitely understand the situation, and so where there is the frustration and all that because it's like again, like Queen Lenora said in the beginning. Well, if you're gonna have just a male roommate, I might as well live in there. But again, if people do have different codes and different ethics, morals, whatever that they want to live by, and if she is not going to see this person in that kind of light, and again, like Queen Lenora says, you got to really lead into trust at this moment. But if she's not doing anything that's making you kind of question what she's got going on, then I would just really try to move forward with this.
Okay,
and that just gives you more incentive to put energy in towards growing your relationship and getting towards that point or goal that you're looking forward to. Get on that grind or whatever you got to do to make sure now she ain't in this position or you ain't got to deal with this for much longer. I think that's really the biggest thing. There's different ways that you can look at many different situations, but I think getting frustrated about it and all that is not going to do you really any good in this specific situation. The best thing you can do is really get everything in line with what your goal is and get as close to that goal as you can while this time is, because it's not like she's having this roommate situation and she wants to live like this forever. Times are hard. There's no way you can come by that. Whether you have a roommate or you don't got a roommate, you just got good rent wherever you are. It's still everybody is in a place financially where they might not be able to do that. The people are in different fields, and
it's time for you to say, "Will you marry me?"
Yeah, exactly. Again, it could be that time for you to make that next step. So I think if you're not really liking the way the narrative is going, you don't like the way that this is. Only thing you can do is do something about it. And again, like I said, put your energy, reach towards that next goal. If you don't like what she got going on, like Queen Lenora offered, you could pay that extra fee, and you can say, well, maybe you don't have the funds to do or whatever it may be. So continue to save and do what you have to do. That's what I would say with that.
Yeah.
And so, I think that's the biggest thing.
I know people are, well, Lenora, you're old fashioned. That's just me, and apparently so is the girl. She old fashioned. She feels the same way I do, and that's just what it is. Like, it is what it is. And like I said, I know people want to date 2, 3, 10 years before they get married and stuff like that. But I don't think that's everybody's wish list to do that either. So, but I think if sex was off the table and living together was off the table, nobody would wait that many years to be getting married in the first place. So, but since now we're free hearted to have sex with just any and everybody and move in with anybody after 5 seconds, we can wait 2, 3, 10 years to get married. So that's just how I look at it. And I always say your body is worth more than any diamond in the world. It's the most rarest diamond in the world. And if you don't hold your body to that, why would anybody else hold your body to that? So that's just how I look at it. And I'm not saying, our marriage is perfect, but if you have it in your mindset to work hard at a marriage and understand it's not going to always be easy and you're not going to always be happy in your marriage, then I think then it'll be going through. And you might be the person that is always happy in your marriage because you already have that mentality, like, I'm ready for any storm. So anything that comes your way will make it easier. I think we're just so easy, and the world has made it so easy we could cop out and get divorces every 5 seconds, that it is there. And understand that I have had a divorce. So I'm not like putting people down for a divorce because I had it. Been there, done that, could write a book about it, didn't like it. But, it is what it is. So I just think that in that purpose, you got to respect that she has morals about herself and don't want to move in. Now, she's probably having sex before marriage, but her rule is, I'm not living with no man before marriage. And that's what it is. And I was like that. I wasn't going to live with no man before marriage. I mean, I lived with Chris before, but he had a whole nother room and there was no sex before marriage. So it didn't matter. So he knew he wasn't getting none. So guess what happened? He said, I do. We've been married. I'm just saying, you have your standards of what you want.
Different things that they live by. And different beliefs. I mean, whether that's religion or just personal morals or ethics, whatever it may be, there's different standards that people live to and they hold themselves to. And as that being your potential partner or life partner, that's up for you to decide, all right, is this going to be worth it for me or not, whatever. But this guy seemed very invested. He just seemed upset about the situation. So with that being upset again, I feel the best thing to do is really anchor towards that goal and really reel in on it. But I think we had a really good topics today, really good discussion as we're in this transitional phase of turning relationship advice into to be announced. Whatever that name and title is, it's a work in progress. Yes. But we had some really good. To be announced. No, it's definitely not going to be called that.
I'm just saying in case somebody wanted to put that in there. I took it off the table before it was on the table.
But and then as you see, we have different layout today. So we're still working on different setups and how we're gonna continue doing with this, because right now we are working on our I don't know how to call this laptop, but this is not the main one. This is not the more powerful one that we usually stream on. And so we're now using different techniques, but we found with the camera setup, whether that's going to be with the real camera or the phone camera, is better. And we're kind of liking this. So we're going to be continuing to work with the setup, so bear with us. But again, if you guys have any idea on the name, drop that in the comments or get at us on any of our social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram.
The sooner we come up with the name, the better, because then I can get 755 and Shandy to work on my song. E-Money's getting the beat together. So we got everything going already in the flow. So we just need a name. And the name probably will help E-Money with the beat, 755 with the song.
Oh, it definitely will.
And so
you got something to tie everything together. It'll help us because we have that out the way.
But I think I came up with a name just sitting here talking. So we'll see.
Yeah, we about to close out by saying,
remember to love and live each day as if it were your last.
Thank y'all for watching.
Smooch.
Y'all have a good one and take care.
Yo. L&L. L&L. Woo. 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 L&L show. It's hot. 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 Taste the hot. I'm ready. Love and live. Let's go. Love and live show. Motivation speakers. Yeah. Positive affirmation, tune in every week. We need a Monday family meet. Eli always cheating. Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time, come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time, creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up, shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and live empire, bringing all the heat. You wanna taste that heat? Woo. Try to taste the heat. Woo. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Woo. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Dynamite's the truth. Have you woo?
Favorite nephew, Lenora.
She know it's the truth. Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love it yourself.
It's the love and live show. It's the love and live show.
Love and live.
It's the love and live
We be laughing, having fun.
Get up, we stay up and live. Get up, we stay up and live.
Love and live. Each day as if it was your last.
The love and live show. The love and live show.
Yeah.
It's a love and live shot.